Hi, and welcome. I am Luz Corcuera, Program Director for Healthy Star Manatee, and today we are here at the Riverwalk Park celebrating World Breastfeeding Month. This is the first event that the community has been able to put together this year to celebrate breastfeeding women. And we are grateful to the Health Department of Manatee County and the Manatee Memorial Hospital for sponsoring this event. We have great community partners today, so much fun, information, and activities and snacks for the whole family. I see that we have Women's Resource Center, we have the Whole Child Manatee, we have Stay Well healthcare plans, Habitat for Humanity, we have Healthy Star Manatee, we have Hope Family Services, and members of the WAKE office as well. This is a community effort, and we hope to continue this celebration every year and continue to make people aware that breastfeeding is natural, it's important, and breastfeeding is an act of love. It's the best thing that a mother can do for their babies. We are at the World Breastfeeding Celebration at the Riverwalk Park, and we have a very special lady with us, Katie Powers. Katie, you are known as the breastfeeding guru of Manatee County, and it's such a pleasure to be able to talk to you. Tell us about this celebration.
Well, the celebration started as a result of the Innocencia Declaration back in 81. I think the first World Breastfeeding worldwide celebration was 1983, and is to promote breastfeeding as the healthiest way to feed a baby in all around the world, not just here, not just in third world countries, but everywhere. This is the way babies should be fed. Actually, babies, all they need is warmth, which they get from their mother's skin when they're breastfeeding, security when their mothers hold them in their arms, and food. And so they get everything they need when they're breastfeeding.
And in order to do that, mothers don't have to spend any money, and they don't have to do a lot of preparation, right?
Oh yeah, that was my big selling point for me. When I was having my babies, it was free. My husband used to love to say fast food at two convenient locations. My role here is to promote breastfeeding, but my bottom line is if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. I don't want any mother to feel as if she's not a good mother. If she has problems with breastfeeding, we want to make sure that she knows where she can get help. And that's the biggest issue I think that we need to get out there, is that most mothers get discouraged because they don't know where to get help. And that's why we're here today, so that the women of Manatee County know there's plenty of places to get help.
Well, Katie, thank you so much for all the work you do on behalf of the community. Thank you for always having a smile for the moms. And I know that you are venturing to speak Spanish as well with the moms. So if you want to say something in English and Spanish to encourage moms to breastfeed, here you go.
Okay. Nada es mejor la mama leche. En la leche materna alimentar el baby's estómago e espíritu. En más pecho, más leche. Buena suerte. Que Dios te bendiga.
We understand that some moms experience some problems breastfeeding. What are those problems and where they can get help?
Good question, Luz. Some common problems might be sore nipples, which would be just simply a matter of readjusting a positioning or a latch on. Mastitis can be an infection of the breast, which is usually a result of the mother not doing too much, but she can get really, really sick and develop an abscess. concerns about sufficient milk supply, maybe a baby not gaining weight enough, most of these problems can be fixed. A great place to receive help is at Manatee County WIC, which you can call them at 748-0747. And myself, Katie Powers, I run Mom's Place at Manatee Memorial Hospital, and that number is 745-6925. I'm an international board certified lactation consultant, and we have another IBCLC named Lauren Clippard, and we're here to help you and to answer any questions that you might have. We also have a support group on Tuesdays where mothers can come to from 11 to 1 at Mom's Place, 250 2nd Street East. We're on the 3rd floor, Suite 3F, and it's on Tuesdays from 11 to 1, and the mothers pretty much sit around in a circle, and we answer questions. They can weigh their baby every week so that they know that there's someplace they can come to get help if they do have a concern.
And in addition, I know that Healthy Start Manatee has a contract with Manatee Memorial Hospital, and they also provide in-home visits with a certified lactation counselor. So there is plenty of help for women.
Lots of help. But we can't help you unless you call us. We don't know magically if you're having problems. So as soon as you think you might be having a problem, please give one of us a call. We're all here to help you.
Timing is exactly right. Women have to be able to articulate their problems right away. Mm-hmm. So, Katie, what is the average time of length recommended for breastfeeding? And some of the questions that we have from some women are that, when should I stop? What happens to me when I go back to work? What can I do to continue breastfeeding?
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. That's all the baby needs. And then the advice then is to consider the introduction of solids to be supplemental to breastfeeding for the first year of life. Most countries in the world, babies breastfeed for 2 years. Right now, I tell you, because I work in the hospital, my biggest concern is to get mothers through that first week. We know that if we can get the mothers through the first week, they're more likely to be able to be successful at breastfeeding their baby for a longer period of time. We have recently implemented at Manatee Memorial Hospital a wait for 8, which means we're not bathing the babies unless they are obviously soiled for at least 8 hours. This is to enhance the baby smelling the mother, being at mother's skin to skin. This helps with the baby maintaining their temperatures, and their blood sugars are better. And so this wait for 8 initiative is hopefully going to increase mothers' confidence in the beginning. And because a lot of mothers think they don't have any milk in the beginning, this is an issue that we're addressing all the time. The mothers do have milk. They have a very special milk. It's called colostrum. And the thing about human milk is that it's meant for a human baby. Humans don't make dog milk, cat milk, whale milk, or giraffe milk. We make human milk. But it's not only meant for the human species, it's also age specific. And that's one of the magical things about human milk is as the baby grows, the mother's milk will change. Now, if there's going to be a maternal-infant separation, such as the baby is in our newborn intensive care unit or the baby has to be admitted to the hospital for something, then we would encourage the mother to pump to provide her milk for her baby. We don't encourage pumping per se until around 4 weeks because it takes almost 4 weeks for the mother's milk supply to get established.
And what about women who have to go back to work and they want to continue breastfeeding their babies?
They're going to need a good pump, and they're going to need a supportive employer. And we are encouraging all employees to be a breastfeeding friendly place, because it will not only benefit the baby, it will benefit their business. Because if the mother is successfully able to produce milk for her baby won't have to go to the doctor. That means the employee won't have to lose time at work, and it's going to be a money saver all around. They will need to have a good pump, and they can get one from WIC, and there's other places in town that they can call. But the big thing is call.
Exactly. And one of the questions that we also hear is when my baby is 6 months and I start feeding the baby solids, what's the best way to start separating the baby from the breast?
Just as babies are developmentally programmed to sit up, to roll over, to crawl, they are also developmentally curious. And so what's going to happen is as the mother starts introducing, or whoever the caretaker is, solids and different foods, the baby becomes curious about the different tastes. So I think we tend to overthink too many things, just like we overthink in the beginning that how is the baby going to know how to breastfeed? We're mammals. And the definition of a mammal is we produce milk and we deliver live children, live babies. We don't lay an egg and sit on it and hope it will hatch. Babies curiously will become more and more interested in their world and exploring their world. So it's not usually a big deal.
Well, Katie, thank you so much. I think you have given plenty of information, really great tips, and great places to ask for help.
My
We
pleasure.
appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Adios.
Welcome to the World Breastfeeding Celebration at the Riverwalk Park. We are here with Ellen Troost. Ellen is a certified lactation counselor for Healthy Start Manatee. Ellen, thank you for being here with us today.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about what you do with the breastfeeding program at Healthy Start Manatee.
At Healthy Start Manatee, our goals are first and foremost to bring awareness and education to most importantly, the women in our community who we serve, and then obviously to reach everybody else in the community through them. Some of the services that we offer to carry that goal out is definitely breastfeeding education. By educating the women on the benefits of breastfeeding, they have the knowledge and the power to choose for their baby this optimal start for nutrition and emotional support that comes with breastfeeding. We don't want to just tell women this is the best thing to do. We want to support women that this is the best thing to do for their infants. So we also offer breastfeeding support. And we do that through the entire duration of breastfeeding, giving them support through any of their hurdles during their breastfeeding experience and being a positive reinforcement to them and to their infants through their breastfeeding journey.
Ellen, you have sometimes to go to the moms' homes because timing is everything. Tell us about your experience working with moms in their homes or over the phone.
We are very privileged to have the ability to work with moms how they choose, whether it be a phone consultation or in person. In person is a really dynamic way to work with the family on a whole to support breastfeeding. I get to go into the home, into the mom's environment with her own infant where she lives and work on improving their breastfeeding situation very personally. Moms really favor this service, and it's a pleasure to be able to do that with the moms and get to know them on that type of level.
What are some of the obstacles that breastfeeding women encounter while they are trying to breastfeed?
Some of the greatest obstacles that I continuously see is we just have a ways to go still in education, that this is the healthiest, most natural way to feed our children. So women have to be a pioneer for themselves almost in that regard. So supporting breastfeeding in public places and in the workplace, we still have some work there so that many women can continue to provide breastfeeding for their children when they return to work, which happens to be a real challenge for working moms. And then, of course, just getting some of the healthcare professionals on board with the benefits of breastfeeding is really important because they are the greatest resource to the mothers, and we want them to understand and be supportive of the benefits so they can best help their moms that they're working with also.
Ellen, what is the best way to access services, or your services in particular?
It's actually very easy. If any mom would like breastfeeding education or support, they just need to contact Healthy Start directly. They can enroll at 941-708-6111. And they are then directed to a care coordinator that will help connect them with me and all of our support services at Healthy Start.
Is there any cost involved in the services that you provide?
Absolutely not. The services from Healthy Start are offered to all women and children. The only requirement is that you actually are a woman and you have a child, or you have a child on the way. So no, there's no costs.
I also understand that you can support women by giving them breast pumps and breastfeeding covers and some those things that are very helpful.
Yes, we definitely have some amazing items that we can offer thanks to some amazing donors that we have at Healthy Start. So occasionally we have breast pumps that are available to moms in need. We also have some breastfeeding covers that are like breastfeeding slings and other breastfeeding items. Yes.
Well, thank you again, Ellen.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
It has been a beautiful day, a perfect day for celebrating breastfeeding. We want to thank again all the community partners that took the time to be here with us, all the families that came to the different tables to ask for information and resources. And we want to encourage them to continue reaching out and to access all the resources that we've made available for them. We want to thank Katie Powers and Deborah Castañon for organizing this event. Megan Jordan and the Chart Manatee for their advocacy efforts, and Ellen Troost and Liz Ortiz for working directly with the moms and taking the time to go to their homes and making sure that the babies are going to be growing happy and healthy. And thank you again to Manatee Educational Television for always supporting our work.